Hi guys, welcome. I need my voice. Welcome to the channel of love. I'll let you get a notification and join. Okay. Looks very dark. Like we're settling in for the evening. Okay, this is going to feel really weird for some because we've literally just come off of a premiere. Okay, you're just getting your notification now. So it's kind of jumping off of a premiere and straight into a live. I work good when I'm busy. I spend most of my time channeling. Okay. Can you let me know you can hear me, guys, please? If you're coming on over from the premiere, say hi. Hi, Tasneem. My eyesight's really quite blurry. Tasneem, I'm going to be, you can hear me, thank you. I've just announced on the premiere the video that's just hopefully just uploaded. I'm going to be doing a past life reading just for free. I'm adding it to my services. Do you want your name to go in the pot? I'm doing a lucky dip. I'm taking names. I'll do it a bit later on, but just while you join. It's a new spread I've been working on. You haven't got to. It's absolutely fine. But if you do, give me a thumbs up or a yes, and I'll write your name down and you can go into the little pot. Anyone else? What's really been happening is that I've been looking at my sweetie pot and trying to keep it empty. And I was like, I can use this. I have washed it, haven't I? Yes. I can use this for something. Hey, Karen. Awesome. Are you staying on for long? I'm going to be doing a past life reading for somebody. I'm going to put their name in my pot. Do you want me to put your name in case you're still in the room? I don't plan on it being a long live. I've just come off of a premiere. That's awesome. We need to catch up. It's Sunday. Let's catch up next week. Actually, let's set a time to Skype. I want to speak to you, please. Yeah. Can I put your name in the pot? Anyone else? Just give me a yes, please. And I'll thank you, Carol. We're getting it now. You have to move. Right, you're going. Okay, Karen, not in the pot tonight. That's what I'm taking you're saying. Hi, Megs. You've had some weird things happen to you lately. The crows are talking to me. Everything's talking to me. Oh, welcome. It's like welcome to the real world. Kitty. Hi, Original Mystic Magic. Would you like your name in the pot for like this? I have to remember what it is, a past life reading I'm going to be doing. I need to sort myself out. Ugh. Like I had a thought of crow pop into my mind, then 3 flew past and talked. Synchronization's absolutely crazy. The video I've just done, it ended on manifestations. You'll manifest. If you're in a bad mood, you're going to notice everything. I was laughing about Willow. Hopefully she'll be able to join us. But when I'd spoke to her earlier, she had sent me a voice message. She wasn't in a very good space. It was like she was angry. And then all of a sudden, it sounds like she had to call the insurance company. And it said on that, what card did it say? That unless you're dealing with your insurance, make sure your children or everyone's got their seatbelts on, you've paid your insurance. And then Willow's on the phone to her insurance company. And all she said was, because we've got water bloody pissing everywhere. So... Okay. Add my name, Megs. Okay, I saw it. Oh, I might be doing this all a bit too. Just seeing if you put an S. Blue amber helps with negative thought forms in the aura. Good to know. Yeah, the syncs are absolutely crazily insane. It's like, have you even got time to like really? I know you guys are spending time to watch like me, and we could, but I do love this community. It's like it keeps me going. You guys are amazing. Anyway, what was I saying? I have no real interest. It's kind of, you know exactly what's going on. Signs are there, songs are there. You can think of thought, and then I don't know, something just syncs up. It was just like this. The premiere was late going. Well, I don't think it was. I couldn't hurry the video before out, and I said at the end of the video I'd finished at 3 minutes past 12. So that's when the video ended. For it to upload to YouTube and for me to be playing it like just before 3 o'clock, that's a long time to upload. Like it should have been ready about 2, and I was hoping for an hour in between. And all I could feel was, I kept looking at it saying, why are you taking so long? And everything was syncing up that someone was out shopping, and they were trying to get all the shopping in from the boot of the car into the house. They were flustered because, I don't know, they didn't want to be late. Like, and it's like, okay, it's like, but I would like it to go out. And it was like, they felt they had control of when my video was going out. So I was just, so maybe something that might have frustrated me before, it's like, I don't know, it's a completely different world. You just know what's going on. You don't really need to look for clarification anymore. Does that make sense? Thank you, Tasneem. I love you all, guys. It's fantastic. Please, if you can, take me off of the Skype call if we've not spoken like face to face yet, because it just opens up all doors. It's just, it's amazing. I really love to get to know all of you, and that's what's happening. We're building this community. We feel like we get to know, and we're getting to know each other's souls, aren't we? And you're all just so beautiful. Anyway, right back at you, McKenna. You're seeing the 3s today. I'm seeing 3s today quite a bit. Okay. At the moment, I've just got down 4 names, guys. Yeah, that's cool. I've got Tasneem, Carol, Kitty, and Megs. If you can just stop chatting and just let anyone who wants to go in this draw speak now. It isn't forever hold your peace. I will ask you again, but I want to do a reading. It's 2 a.m. here, you dirty stop up. I went to bed really early last night, like 10 p.m. Just after, I think. I was up at 7. It was nice. It was a good energy. It was some very settled energy, like this knowing. Like this knowing. I don't know if this will be loud, because the volume always seems to be louder on the lives. I find this quite amusing because I've been staring at my sweetie jar. I've always someone that's had a sweetie cupboard or a sweetie jar. Even when the children were younger, it was like mine. It was like mine. They didn't ask for it. They wasn't deprived. It was just I had my own selection of sweets, chocolates. And my sweetie jar's empty. And normally my sweetie jar or my biscuit barrel, and there normally is always chocolate in the fridge. So I've been looking at it thinking, don't fill up the sweetie jar. So I haven't filled it up this year. I'm just going to use it for another purpose at the moment. Is anyone else? Caroline. And, okay. Oh, original. Yes, I'll just put you as the original. Do you know what the original sang? It's back in my clubbing days. They sang, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Anyway, original. Caroline, I've got you. Laurie, has Laurie's name gone in already, guys? Did I write Laurie down? I don't think it did, I? See, Laurie, you're always on my mind. It's 11:11 there. Whoop, whoop. Remember, guys, if I wrote your name down, we are a soul family, Megs. Cecilia, you've just joined. Welcome. You find me. It's like this little secretive little club that you find when you're ready. Dark Phoenix, 811. AM or PM? Just because I'm nosy. Oh, that's so good to feel the energy. That's why I like to do these. And the thing is, even when you, I mean, I know that most of you will watch back any premieres to actually re-listen. And I imagine you might do it with this as well. And kind of, I read the comments as well when I watch back and kind of sync it up. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying now. I did not. Okay. Is that about... Fill that jar with wishes. I'll tell you what I will bring down, Laurie, is I have this little jar that my daughter, Emily... Have I missed anyone? Laurie, I've got your name here. It's all good. And that's what it's got inside, is positive thoughts. It was when he wasn't terminally ill. He was doing radio chemotherapy. And my daughter gave him this jar. And it's really weird because that was my first option for if I ever do anything. I was going to mix up like in with the positive quotes that she's put down because I haven't read them all. And she gave her dad this jar. It's a coffee jar. And she wrote down, she's got, I'll bring it down. Maybe we'll do it next. It's in my bedroom. Maybe we'll do it next live working week, next week. And we'll mix up some other stuff in there as well. So, yeah, there is we do have this positivity jar. She obviously made it for this time. And I thought it was really cute. It was a good 3-4 years ago. I don't know if Willow's coming. I think that she might have a flood going on in her house. I don't know. She's on the phone to an insurance, I think, company. Emily's such a great name, isn't it? It's beautiful. And my other daughter's called Megan. And I just thought it just went nice with Lucy. If I had had more children, I would have called my daughter Lucy. I thought I'd have more. I wanted 6 children at one point. Then I had 2. Oh, yeah, I would have called her Lucy. It would have been nice to have carried it on. My mum's name is Lucy. It just, I don't know. Emily talks about calling her daughter Lucy, but that's up to her. My Emily's very old-fashioned. When she allows her feminine side to come out, she's when she tames her masculine, she is so gentle and kind. I can just see her prancing around a kitchen in an apron, an old-fashioned kind of 60s dresses. She likes that kind of style, and she loves to be a lady. At the minute, she's just in her masculine. That's a nice name, Morgan. I think I could have handled 2. I don't know. There was getting the too big of age gap between my girls. It was 7 years. If I'm honest, I really stopped having children because as soon as they went to school, they kind of like, I don't know, aggravated my husband. It wasn't the right pairing to have a lot of people have a lot of children with. That's just being honest. I did want my children just by the same man. My children were planned, and I got sterilised whilst I was married, but there was about a 7-year age gap. There would have been if I'd had any more. So Emily was 7, I believe, when I got sterilised. My husband did ask me, well, I don't think he thought I was serious. And then I went to the doctors, had a little bit of a fight with them because I was still young. It's quite crazy what they say to you, actually, because things that I wouldn't dreamed of, would imagine. I just kind of said to him, I don't want any more children. And I don't, and he said, what happens if something happened to your husband? And, that actually did happen. And I was like, it doesn't really matter. I just want my children to have the same dad. That was just my wanting. That was my desire. I wanted to get married before I had children. My children were planned down to the month. Crazy. So, but that's how my story, that's how it worked out for me. But I kind of always been positive. And so I've just been manifesting my way through this. And so I got sterilised. And then me and my husband actually separated, and he came to me and he said to me he was getting a vasectomy. And I said, are you sure? I said, I know I got sterilised, but that doesn't mean that you don't want children with, a future person. And he kind of said, no, I just want children with you as well. So he got sterilised even when we was in separation, before he was diagnosed with any illness. Just the way it goes. But it's perfect. It's kind of just the thing that we're family, just like we're family. It's a different kind of love, isn't it? It's that's how I feel. But that's how I feel about my husband. I loved him, but it was a different kind of love. Right. Did I write down everyone? Well, I'll ask again in a moment. You can shout out. What are we meant to be focusing on? The working week. I'm trying to think about what just happened in the previous reading. That was a really good read, guys. I'm just going to have some coffee. I feel a little bit shaky. No kids yet. Oh, I absolutely love being a mum. I suppose it was just important to me that I didn't let anything get in the way of the vision that I had of how I wanted to raise my children. I was given a lot of freedom as a child. And can't really be a hypocrite. I was kind of, and I'm okay. So I've always been there for my children, but I've allowed them to find their own way. But they've definitely had that motherly support. I haven't had to put them in childcare, which was one that I was extremely proud of myself. I was left in before the age of 8, when my dad left home and my mum was a single parent. My mum was quite a leader, very much. But she would be leading the adults like us, and wouldn't be paying attention to what's going on with the children. So the children were all kind of thrown together. It was quite funny. We used to have our meetings in this church, and there was a hall there. So as soon as I was there, all the kids would get all the stuff out, and there'd be a group of us, and we would always nip out the back exit of this church. We'd always do the same thing. I don't know if they say that I kind of instigated it all. If I spoke to them all now as adults, they say that I was the naughty one. I didn't really think I was. It's weird how people perceive you, isn't it? And they don't tell you. I used to sneak them out the back, and we used to just go and find a shop, and you could just kind of by chance buy cigarettes then. And we used to just smoke a packet of 10 cigarettes and then go back in for the meeting. So we was always kind of, no one really missed us. So we knew how to behave when we had to, but I was kind of left on my own. But when childcare started, my mum would leave me with people that, did try things on with me, and quite a lot. I can name numerous occasions where men tried to touch me. Nothing happened. I seemed to get myself out of it, but I remember growing up vowing to myself I was never ever going to leave my children with people that I did not know or trust It's like I've got a radar on me. Well, it doesn't matter. They're like nearly 20 and 16 now. So for me, that was a massive achievement. But good or bad, I'm not sure. I've definitely kind of, my main mission was, it was like me and my husband worked shift work, you know, but we made our relationship work the best we could, even though we didn't see each other. So that's not an excuse, because you don't see each other because you work different shifts. We done it. And then since 2011, I've been working from home. So I don't know if they get pissed off. They might sometimes want the house to themselves, but it flows well. And it's an achievement, my own. So anyway, okay. You are smoking, damn it. On the last video, it asked who's smoking. I think it was Poe that asked who was smoking. Okay. Feel like I've got to take some breaths. Right, we need to have a look at this week. It really is kind of the first week, isn't it, going into January? Let's have a look at what we're going to focus on. I'll do that spread a bit later. I'll pull like a name from the sweetie bowl. Have I got my cards up the right way? We've got surrender. Let's just have a look and see what the story wants to say, guys. We just asked directly, how may we serve? Are we at that point yet? The surrender. 10 of Cups. Start living your happily ever after, starting now. Okay, it's taking me to somewhere over the rainbow. And I heard once, I don't know where from, but that's what I started singing, actually, the Eva Cassidy version. I was just about to say what it does that I'm going to say to you. It's a little test. They say that if you can listen to that song and not cry, you're on the right side. You understand what manifestation is. I've got goosebumps saying that, so it must mean something. It was like, somewhere over the rainbow. A lot, that song, and I was going to say that the Eva Cassidy version makes me cry. But I haven't listened to it in a long while. She's also got a song called Songbird. That's a beautiful song. I do love listening to her. They say when you can listen to it and it doesn't make you cry, you're on the right side. You understand what that song means. What's shaking? The cookie jar. Okay. How may we serve? We've got the Two of Wands. So we have the masculines here. I don't know if it's picking up on both the energies or just as a collective. I'm just going to say it how it comes, but we have the masculine wanting to serve the world with passion. Okay, as long as it's tamed. Bird outside, just clarifying that. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of a pause here. There's a little bit of a longing on the masculine side for the connection. I feel it's still, he needs to tame this. It really does feel like something's wrong. No, I can't say something's wrong. Nothing's ever wrong. It's about his approach. He's smug. There you go. come out quite easily. He has to look at his approach. And that's that. Stopped like that. 10 of Cups. I felt like this was his bridge over the rainbow. Because this could mean partial success, maybe his plans are like takeover. I don't think like it's in a bad way, but it could be a bit too dominant to come in to the divine feminine with smugness. Like a takeover, as in he thinks he knows everything and he knows what to do. It's to do with the legacy. It's 10 of Pentacles is here. So I feel like it's being held back from him. You know, like we kind of got this community of sharing, and, you know, it's like no one's kind of really above anybody else, and we're in this together, you know, helping and guiding each other. Yeah, McKenna, ego. It's like, especially when you're coming together with people that their skills are just as amazing. I'm in awe of some of you and who you are. And I know likewise you are kind of with me. We've dropped our ego. So there's this about meeting people who are just as fantastic as what you are. When you realise you're not as unique, you are unique, but not as unique as what, you know, you meet one, I suppose, you know, my channel, and it opens up this avenue. That's hard. When men are starting to recommend and hang out with people that, you know, it's a status. There's a song, but it's the actual masculine talking to the feminine. The song just goes, don't let it go to your head now. Okay, that's interesting. I believe that song, because first of all, I felt it was more the feminine saying to the masculines, don't let it go to your head. But maybe this is, I mean, how is it going to feel when you were right, divine feminines? Because the song's kind of like, I believe it's about him like actually choosing to be with her. And he's kind of saying, you know, but don't let it go to your head now. This could be a bit of a shadow aspect coming on here for both, just to have a look at. Will your ego come back in when you were right? Could that be the cause of the masculines coming in quite egotistical? Because the masculines don't really need to be honest, they don't really need to prove themselves to anybody, do they? Apart from themselves. Just like we should be at that state. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to prove ourselves to anybody. We're not here to be, you know, I was going to say, we're not here asking to be liked. We just are. The more we like ourselves, the more that we appear, don't we? That just makes me laugh with like the more likes you get, the more it bumps up your video. And it's like that kind of, but not seeking for it, not needing it, not asking for it. This is just, masculines can be very, you know, push the situation rather than allowing things to go naturally. Especially when they're coming into the feminine's world, who are now just going with the flow. So it could just be like, it feels like the divine masculines might just want to recourse the direction it goes in, when actually the prosperity would just flow. So there's still a surrender here, a smugness. But also for the feminines, I don't really care about being right, wrong. It's part of the journey, isn't it? When you forgive yourself, you just forgive others. It's just, there is no real shocks anymore, is there? So we have this smugness. I felt there that there can be a smugness, but it needs to be like a gentle, playful banter. I did feel that come through. It's like, I do imagine the divine masculine and feminine really laughing about this and kind of saying, you know, as in when you're just playing. But you would have been past your healing to be able to deal with any banter, because that's one thing that kind of, there's kind of honesty within the divine masculines, divine feminines like relationship, as in like the banter that they have. But when you're hurt and wounded, you take it a bit too personally, rather than just giggling and laughing at the journey. Okay. And I think they do get over it, but again, when they kind of get over themselves. They will trigger the pain. They need to be able to speak about it as well. They will get to this point as the divine feminines. There's lots that they would like to speak to their divine masculine quite openly about. They won't push it onto them, but they're quite wanting to discuss, you know, certain things because they've healed and they can explain it. And that's what will happen with the masculines. There has to be this self-realization, and then they'll be able to explain the traits that they can see that they maybe once had. They want to talk about it. They want to apologize. Even though they've forgiven themselves, you still want to kind of say sorry. Yeah, very humbling for them. And that's really their problem, is they do really know the divine feminines are forgiving. I just don't think they need to allow themselves to be forgiven. But first, forgive yourself. They realise, the divine feminine, that a lot of forgiveness happened a long time ago. It's only them that wasn't forgiving the situation. Okay, let's have a look then. So there's this smugness on both sides, maybe, to have a look at. Do we need to be right? I think it might be a quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer. If you have the choice to be right or to be kind, choose kindness every time. You don't need to be right. But that comes naturally, again. Doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what you think about who you are. That's how you get over the fear of rejection as well. Sometimes you just need to say it. You get to a point you're like, but I'm not even afraid of being rejected. I just need to say it because that's what my soul wants me to do. We're getting some angel prayers. It says, trust your vibes. Good vibrations on the previous video. Thank you, angels. Today, I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. Tuning in today, most definitely. The angels are here to inform you that whatever you have been feeling recently is absolutely correct. Your intuition is on point, and the angels are here to congratulate you on trusting your vibes. Sorry, I can't see if it's got full stops or commas, but we're stopped there because that's kind of what we just said. You trusted your vibes, you were spot on. When it's clarified to you that your intuition was correct. Smugness? So the angels are here to inform you that whatever you have been feeling recently is absolutely correct. Your intuition is on point, and the angels are here to congratulate you on trusting your vibes. Feeling is one thing, but trusting is another. When you wholeheartedly trust in your intuition and the feelings you've been given, you come into alignment with who you are and the angelic guidance which surrounds you. Today is the day you must trust what your intuition is telling you, but also trust your guidance on what you should do with this intuition. Ensure it is for everyone's highest good, and that includes yourself. Your psychic and intuitive abilities are developing. I've just got to move this bit of hair here. We're definitely leveling up. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just going to, I'm just getting a little bit agitated. Go away, that bit there. Just, where are you going to go to? Yeah, stay around there. Talk to my hair now. Crazy. Your psychic and intuitive abilities are developing more and more every day. The angels are here to encourage you to go with whatever you feel your soul has been trying to tell you. Rich intuitive and psychic knowledge is downloading into your core, and the angels are encouraging you to follow this guidance. As you take this step, it may bring up some fears or concerns, but you are being encouraged to trust in the angels who are on this journey with you. When you take the first step, the next step will be presented to you, so trust your vibes. Okay. We'll get the power of love. Do I have to say? Well, okay. So when I'm going to say this, guys, okay, and I don't want to have an opinion like on it, but when I went to Trust Your Vibes, it took me to R. Kelly, and I wanted to sing, "Girl, you got those vibes." Now, I grew up with his music, okay, but I did watch the documentary on Netflix. I'm not going to say any more about him, okay, but it kind of made me hesitate to sing that song out loud because of this smugness. And I've spoke about being left in maybe wrong hands and being molested, and just, anyway, I had to say it's kind of all coming in. Okay. We've got compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. There really is. That's what happens. There's really some stuff that you just don't want to know. But for some reason, quite a while ago, I binge watched that, all of it, in one night. There must have been a reason. Anyway, living by the principle of compassion is the healthiest mode of being human. Compassion asks that you go within your own heart and see the world from another's perspective. By placing your awareness on the feelings of others and understanding what motivates them, you will begin to empathize with them. Operating compassionately is the natural inclination of your soul. So allow yourself the time and space to display loving acts daily. It can be as simple as smiling to a stranger. Remember that some of us travel an easier road than others, but the most significant thing we all have in common is our decision to share this physical dimension together. Compassion is also a gift you give yourself when you are able to accept your own weaknesses as a part of a learning process. It's much easier to forgive others. It's often a difficult lesson, but once it's mastered, your soul evolves quickly. Okay. Compassion. Let's work on some compassion. Okay. Right, I need to up the vibe of that. We're going to get some daily guidance from your angels, guys, and then there's a flock of seagulls in front of you. They're hilarious. I'll tell you a little story with my eldest daughter. When me and my husband split up, like our second time, and I was moving away and we sold our house, we had it was our first holiday together. We had always holidayed with other people before. My sister, we'd never had a holiday with just me and my husband and our 2 children. And they were older, so it was our 3rd visit. They were teenagers. It was our 3rd visit to Florida. And we were going solo. It was an amazing holiday. So we was in Epcot, and you walk around all the worlds. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it, one day? Okay, are you coming up? We've got Jasper coming. Okay. And you walk around all the countries. Half of Epcot is the countries. And we was looking for somewhere to eat. And we ended up in England. Okay, the last one. And they have fish and chips. That's what they were advertising, what we're known for. And we was having fish and chips. And we kind of went to the back of the fish and chip store because it was kind of by the lake that's kind of in the middle. And there were seagulls. It was quite funny. We were like in England and we had our squirrels and seagulls and ducks. It felt like we was actually in England. And the seagull come scooping down and literally took the chip off of my daughter's beady eyes. And we always giggle about that. It's like, watch out for seagulls. Anyway, you always find your way back home to England. Anyway. Okay. I do love Florida. I would like to go maybe towards the end. If I travel to Florida, I tend to travel November or January. The weather's kind of perfect for me. And the parks are less busy, and we love the rides. So yeah, it's like and I want to do 3 weeks. I would like that maybe the end of the year. And it gets better. The older they get, it gets better because you have more freedom. You know, they don't want to queue up and just get autographs. It's like you all get to enjoy the rides, and mine have no fear. We will do every ride. If we don't want to do it, we ask ourselves why we don't want to do that ride. Some are uncomfortable and we just, we won't do them again. But it's kind of a no fear policy. Last time we went, there was not one ride. Actually, it was my husband who chickened out of one ride. It was quite funny. All us 3 girls were like, "You're chicken." He's like, "I'm not doing that." So we done the roll. That was in Busch Gardens. That was amazing. I've only been to Busch Gardens once. So yeah, okay. Talk about holidays. I love Disney. I can't see one thing that they do wrong. And like, I'm really observant, and it's amazing. I did go to California. I wasn't really impressed. I would just rather go to Florida. You get everything. You get the sun. I love the people. Their hospitality is amazing. Where when I was in California, It wasn't, well, LA, when I was in LA, it wasn't the feel I had in Florida. So yeah, I can't wait to go back. And I've got all the grandchildren to take one day. How amazing is that going to be? But I would like to kind of do it with my own kids again. So I'd like that to be in the works for maybe November. I did always plan to take them Christmas time, but I'm not sure. We went at Halloween. That was good. Emily's a complete Disney. She watches these YouTubers as soon as, like, she knows as soon as it's Halloween in the parks. She knows everything. She knows the best queues to get in, to get your, what's it called? It's like a pineapple, a dole mix. It's like an ice drink. She knows everywhere to go. She knows all the little tricks and secrets. It's amazing. But there's lots to explore. We just tend to do the parks, especially Universal now. You get me a Marvel World, the Hulk coaster. We went at the right time. We went on that 3 times. We got off and just straight back on. It was amazing. We love the Hulk. Anyway, okay, we've done a bit of dreaming. Thank you. Universal Studios. Yeah, I did do it in Hollywood. That was amazing, actually. To do the Universal Hollywood tour, that was good, because kind of looking out, I mean, the scenery, it's just, you can't kind of beat that. So Universal was really good in Hollywood. Yeah. And I've done the Escape Hotel as well. Apparently that's the original one. I think that was on Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm really shit at doing that. We were trapped in this room. We got out of the first part. We worked as a team. And then all of us were just kind of trapped in this room, and we just couldn't figure it out. And in the end, I'm trying to kind of call them and say, can you just let us out? They're like, do you want 15 minutes more? And I'm like, no, we just like to be let out now, please. We're a bit bored. And the girls laughed because I found the only book that was kind of in this escape room, and it had in it the 10 Commandments. And I was sitting there just reading the 10 Commandments until they finally let us out. So they're okay. I think I just picked the wrong room. I think we were, I don't know, spies. I wasn't a very good spy. Jess, you need to stay down. Right, okay, let's stop talking about my adventures for a while. Let's get some daily guidance, even though it's for the working week. He seems a bit nippy. I thought he was going to nip me just a minute ago. I don't know why am I talking too much? Well, you're still purring. You're not going to go up there, darling. I'm sorry. Fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from originated, I was going to say, from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, or near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So I think we can really work on this. We're kind of like, I want to say, kind of really coming out of hermitage now. We're trusting our vibes. Okay, we're kind of feeling a lot more stable and calm. Well, I'm not sure about the masculines. Do you want to get down? Don't wag your tail at me, please. Okay. So we could work on maybe, getting out more, open up the windows, just feeling more light. So that's something we can work on with this, trusting your vibes and compassion. I'm going to put him down. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, darling. I think you might be better down there. I could be rattling him a little bit. Okay. Let's read this. And then we're going to get wrapped up. Not much to do, guys. Just be. And then I'm going to do this past life reading, so you can get to see what the spread is like. And then if you would like to book in for one of those, it should be, no, I'm on a live, so it's not. It's in the description box of the last video, but I'll put it in this one as well. I just really have lost focus of the alphabet. I'm here. Okay. The angel sent this card to you because you need some fresh air. You've been indoors far too long and your body and soul crave oxygen. Open the windows in your home and office to air them out, then go outside yourself and breathe deeply. If you live in the city, make an escape to the country as soon as possible to breathe some much needed fresh air. Keep plenty of live plants in your home and office to ensure the steady circulation of oxygen. Okay, additional meanings for this card: exercise outdoors, get some sunshine, or travel to a sunny environment like Florida, the Sunshine State. Okay, why not? What time of year is it? Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good time of year. Oh, good time of year. I have to be careful because we always seem to go away on my daughter's birthday, and my youngest gets quite upset because my eldest gets to go travelling, but on her birthday. I don't plan it like that. It's just a good month. Get some, who knows? Who knows? Get some sunshine or travel to a sunny environment. Spend time around trees or plants. Reconnect with nature. Bring some fresh air into a stale relationship or situation. Okay, let's have a look at the journey of love. I really lost the flow with the Mikey. My goodness, he's on. Mikey, I cannot zoom in and read that, all that you wrote, but I love you dearly. And we do need to catch up. Okay. But it's good to see you on here. But that's far too much chatter. Okay. What am I getting? A journey of love. Balance is being restored. Yes, it is, McKenna. Do you feel it? It's like really nice, isn't it? Willow's here. My goodness, guys, look. Willow, I've kind of told them everything. Well, not everything. I just said you were flaming like mad earlier on, and now you've received lots of water to calm you down, and that you were just manifesting. And we've been kind of manifesting for water for these fiery flames. So, and you was on the phone to the insurance company. We just spoke about that in a reading. That the one thing you've got to worry about is wearing your seatbelt, making sure that your insurance is paid. Can't remember the last one. Everyone's apologising for your floods. They've been asking after you. We've got acceptance. We've been speaking about this. This acceptance here. It's card number 55. High five me. Okay. 55. Oh dear. Okay. Right, let's get this going because I want to do this little reading after this past life reading. Laurie, wet dreams. Seriously. Willow, it wasn't that, was it? I never know with Willow. Sometimes like she'll say things really seriously and I'm like, are we talking about certain things? And okay. Oh my goodness. Guys, you read that stuff that's going on. I was just doing that to Laurie. You read that stuff that's going on there, but if you can kind of stop your chat for a minute. Told you water was pissing everywhere, guys. Okay. If you can just stop your chat for a minute and let people that want to go into the draw, okay, their name into the draw, and I'm going to quickly pull somebody out and do a past life spread that I'm just about to put onto my services. Okay, so hush, everyone. Listen to this message. Thank you. And let people just put their name down that isn't already in there. Okay? Right. Okay. So the acceptance card. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service. We did, didn't we? Well, I did for all of us. Sorry about that. It's all for the greater good, you know. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good. Created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world. And your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice, of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can be best. Your next step is about to begin. Let's do the poem. Okay, let me put the card down. Let's have some coffee. Let's do this poem. Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow, and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. That's what we're doing now, guys. We're creating memories together. You're not going to forget this time in your life, are you? Don't answer. Let me see. Lindsay, where's my pen and paper? You can chat in a minute, guys. I'm going to be doing a little reading for someone. So you can either listen to what comes out and see if it resonates, or you can have a little chat. I need to find my pen. Where should I put my pen? Oh, it's here. Don't chat. Stop, because it goes. Okay. Oh, I'll start off where Laurie says okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's getting worse, the eyesight. It's all right, I sense everything. Autumn, you okay? Sherry, not a problem. Stacey. Who else? LTIs. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I spelled it instead of LT. Reminds me of a clown now. Not I've seen that movie. It's not my kind. Look, you've got me distracted. Okay. Dark Phoenix, I was going to put you at DP and then seriously change my mind. We're not going there. Okay. Cecilia, you're the last person I'm ending with. Yeah, you'll laugh out loud if you got that. So, let me tell you about this. You guys can chat. Oh, Lindsay, did I put you in? Is there two Lindsays? No, I've done you, Lindsay. You're right. You're on there. Look, first one. Oh, can you see you? So I think it was not yesterday, the day before, I was playing around. Well, I wasn't playing around. I wasn't really doing much, but I was studying, and I found myself reading one of the books, and I was looking at the different spreads that it had, and it come up with one that was called the Celtic Compass. I used that one at some point. We'll have a play with that one. Then they come up with a past life one. I thought it was interesting. I haven't really delved into my past life. I don't feel the need to. I think I understand why. But I done one for myself, and it was really interesting. So I'll do one now. I'm still new to it, but you guys have patience of the saints, don't you? With me, you don't have much choice. Okay, I think we're there. So I'll do this. I imagine it'll be longer. Always is, guys. You have a reader with me or a Skype call, it's always longer. I imagine it will be longer for the actual video. Like if you want to book this reading, it'll just be a recorded video. I can do it for you as a divine feminine, you as a divine masculine. You can also have a look in to see your divine masculine's past life. And I think that if you wanted both of those, they're $25 each one. Okay, I'm going to imagine they're going to be on for at least half an hour. If you order like two, one for your divine masculine and one for yourself to help you understand maybe what's going on and what's been kind of transferred into this lifetime. If there's it's quite interesting that if there's a karmic in the situation, we just use the terminology karmic that you understand. Like there's kind of something that's in the way between you coming together this lifetime. You can actually have a look and see what their lesson is and why maybe your divine masculine is in the picture. So if you order both and you want a karmic, I'll put the karmic one in for free. So you can kind of have all three if you want it. Some people won't need a karmic one, but it's quite nice to understand the situation that's going on there. Anyway, so just making sure I haven't missed anyone. I've got to put the cards away yet. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one quite short because we've been on for an hour. I've already done an hour-long video. So what I'm going to do is, for this one here, who I'm going to pull out, I'm going to use the actual deck that suggested this, or does suggest, which I'll tell you guys. Many people don't actually take time to read the books, and I like to. Always learn something new. Anyway, sorry, I'm just clearing my space. It's like a long drum roll. You guys going to drum roll? You are. I know, I can feel you. You're getting ready. You're going to do that. It's the Angel and Ancestors Oracle cards. I'm not going to read you the meanings of the card on here for the lucky winner. The lucky winner. Oh, look, I've put that over there. Okay. We're just prolonging this now, aren't we? What was I going to offer then, the person? If I don't give them a full reading, but I'm offering it to others, they might want a full reading. Okay. You can have a full reading at half price, whoever's name pulls out of there. Or I'll do you whatever one you want to have done, and I don't know, just whatever. If you want to know more about it, but I don't actually want to look at the cards yet. Okay. Right, you guys all sorted? Drum roll, please. You tell them, Laurie. She get the show on the road. My kids are so good at this, manifesting. Megan, my eldest, she told about how she come home with the biggest prize. She was sitting in assembly at school. She came home so proud. She said, I just used the law of attraction, Mum. I swear I had. She said, I was sitting there and I didn't win any of the prizes and it was the last one. And I'm going, that's got my name on it. That's got my name on it. That's got my name on it. And she said, it had my name on it. Oh, I love it. I love playing. I love it when my children notice it. They know about it anyway, but it's always fascinating, isn't it? You ready, guys? Drum roll. It is hard to get into. Autumn. Autumn needs the reading, guys. Right, okay, Autumn, me and you, we're going to be chatting. Everyone else will either be watching or having a chat. Okay, I'm going to read these out for you, like the kind of the setup and the questions. I need to remind myself. It's called the Past Life Lessons Spread. Okay, let me pull these cards first. I just got to have a look at how they set up. Oh, I remember. Okay. This first position, Autumn, is the identity. What energy did you have in a past life? The second card are your traits. What gifts did you have then that you have now? Okay, position number 3. What was your challenge? The challenge. What was your greatest challenge then and maybe now? Number 4 is the revelation. So what karma needs undoing? What karma needs undoing this lifetime? Your revelation, you've got 2. Number 5 is the help. So what energy will support you? And then number 6 is the rise, and how will this energy help you to grow? And the middle here is your transition. What energy are you stepping into as a result of these lessons? Okay. Just making sure you're here, Autumn. I was going to say otherwise I'm chatting to no one, but I actually do that every day. You do know that I'm here chatting to like no one. You are aware of that, aren't you? Okay, let's have a look then. I'm just going to turn these over just so I can kind of get a story. It's kind of hard to do it with other people watching, like, or watching me. Autumn, you was the oracle. Wait for important information. We might have to have a look at this because, okay, let's have a look at the gifts that you brought forward into this lifetime. I always look at this as being kind of maybe the traits that you brought forward, they might not always be good ones. The oracle here, wait for important information. It felt like you was a very powerful oracle, but it's like you were too guarded, too shielded to actually be able to step into your true potential. You need to drop your shields and allow yourself to be truly this, especially as the kind of working with all the potions here. And we know that's the kind of like, well, if you don't, that's kind of Autumn's sector. You drop your shields. Okay. So that position number 2 here is the traits. Bit defensive. Number 3, let's have a look. The challenge. What was your greatest challenge then and maybe now? I want to say learning from masculines. Your shields up were against masculines, actually taking like their guidance. So it says from learning from your spiritual experiences, your greatest teacher here was like a masculine, and I feel that maybe you didn't learn. There could have been a masculine here really encouraging you in your past life, and your guards went up. So you need to drop those, because it looks like it's come through into here, into this lifetime. Okay, and seeing as we're into another lifetime here, and it says learn from spiritual experiences, that's just kind of perfect, as in the lessons that you need to learn from. There's amazing, great teachers out there that are kind of sent to help you. It's definitely about finding peace. So let's have a look at the revelation. So what karma needs undoing? Follow the voice of your soul. But there is a masculine on here. This could have been, because it's an ancestor here, a star ancestor, this may have been a fatherly figure. But follow the voice of your soul. I do feel like it's definitely a masculine energy kind of speaking through you, and you trusting that. So it might be hearing words maybe of somebody, you didn't take their advice and you can still hear their words ringing through you. It says to shed your old skin. Now I'm sure that when the triangle is pointing up, it's the masculine's energy. It's just a snake here. So definitely the Kundalini. I'm going to clarify it, don't worry. So the help, what energy will support you now? I didn't carry on saying, but with the triangle like pointing down, this is really about settling into your femininity this lifetime. And there may be many masculines that will be your greatest teachers. Retreat and recharge. This here, with the Hermit, this is what energy will support you now. How it will help you grow. It will help you to choose your path. So maybe within meditation, going within, if you're definitely hearing a masculine's voice, I think it's like, take notice of it. They have a very calming effect, or they will have a very calming effect on you. You need to slip into your inner masculine to listen to the direction. Choose your path, because they're guiding you. This is the help. They're showing you the way. Okay. And then we've got the transition. So that was how will this help you to grow? And it's a direction guardian. It's like allow them to be your compass. And then we've got the transition. What energy are you stepping into as a result of these lessons? Let's see. The Sage. Be devoted and committed. I feel like this is like you being devoted and committed to the wise old sage that's residing within you, and that you're guarding, like you won't let it be heard. The Oracle, we'll go back to kind of what you was, the Oracle, but wait for important information. Maybe you waited, like you didn't progress maybe because you're waiting for a masculine in the physical, where actually you need to tap into, learn from the greatest teacher that's within. But it feels like it's your masculine energy that's so guiding you here, Sage. Be devoted and committed. Okay, I'm going to quickly clarify this. I don't know what you've got to say about that. I don't normally ever worry about that. What comes out, comes out. Okay, so let's have a look, Autumn. We've got the Oracle. Wait for important information. This is your identity of a past life. It's like you didn't hit your full potential. Well, you're back again, aren't you? So you've got to learn from these spiritual experiences. The Empress. Okay. Wait for important information with the Empress. Want to get another one. Wasn't sure whether you was the Empress in a past life or that was your desire. That was what you was working towards. I was going to say, but maybe because you could have been hanging around for a masculine. So it could have been that that was back then how things were perceived, that to be complete, you needed, you know, your masculine in the physical, where you can hang around waiting for that rather than unlocking that within you and realizing nothing was ever missing. They were in there all the time. The drop from the Hangman, from the tree. Protection Guardian, drop your shield. So let's have a look at this this trait that's kind of come over. Yeah, it's time to get justice. With the third eye, I want to say, or the seer's eye in her palm, everything that you need is in the palm of your hands, your own beauty. So the self-realization here, finding the balance, being your own resurrection. Okay. That felt like justice has your back this lifetime. Drop your shields. Feels like they have it covered. Okay, we're moving on to any challenges that you had over there, and may have come over. And it's a great teacher. So learn from spiritual experiences. So it's obviously apparent that you didn't get it right last time. The star. Time to be the star. Also, because we picked up on the star ancestors, look up to the sky as well. See if you can really connect with the stars. Okay, the next. I'm trying to remember these positions without the use of the book. This is a revelation. This is any karma that needs undoing. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul and snake. Shed old skin. Yeah, time to get ready. Time to get ready. Time to get rid of any deception. I felt here as if you were deceiving yourself out of your own legacy. Follow the voice of your soul and shed old skin. Also, we're talking about masculines guiding you here. It's like they don't care. It's like follow him. He's brave. Look. You might think that some of your masculine thoughts are quite foolish, but it feels as if you're to follow your inner voice. Follow the voice of your soul. You're half and half. Okay, so let's look at the Hermit here. Retreat and recharge. This is the help that's available to you now. And I feel within meditation, yeah, calm. You need to move yourself to calmer waters. So you might need to meditate a bit more. Bring yourself back to core, to center. Recognize when it's your masculine energy. I'm just going to cough, sorry. This is the rise. This is how this energy is going to be able to help you to rise. It's going to direct you, help you to choose your path. To the connection this lifetime. That's the connection that you're seeking. So, okay, that's how it's going to help you to rise. Happy community, happy home, happy life. You know the Four of Wands and what it means. Direction, guardian. Choose your path. If you choose this path, you have to trust. And you have to trust in your divine masculine. Okay, so the transition, the energies that's, I'm going to have to just double check this one. Transition, what energy are you stepping into as a result of these lessons? The sage, be devoted and committed. Just shout out trust. This is a wise sage here. Okay. Okay, it's just really saying, just be aware. You're stepping into this energy of awareness, which is brilliant. Awareness that maybe we're blocking our inner divine masculine from guiding us. We might be having like a paddy on the outside, too much about them not being here in the physical, that, you know, we're saying that something's missing. And it's just like, stop. Meditate, reflect. Everything you have is within you, but you have to let them in, especially if you want this connection. Trust. So I feel here, just be more vigilant about recognizing, acknowledgement. Okay. Let's get to Journey of Love. But there you go. Okay, I just saw that. I know. Let's read what this message wants to say, Autumn. But just the fact that your comment says, yes, I know, at the moment, I do not trust my DM for good reason. Then you and your DM cannot even go into union. And that's hard, kind of, even that comment, that won't attract it. So it's like picking yourself up on just actually what you're writing. It's like if you're saying that, if you're angry at him, you're really just angry at yourself. It says, sweet soul rising. 20. That's where we come to this acknowledgement, to be wise enough to understand that. And it's not wrong or anything to be ashamed of, because we all do it. And there's plenty now that will be looking at the comments going, well, all can recognise that they're doing it. And it's just like, well, don't just try and pick yourself up on it. Try not to do it. It becomes so much more easier. It just flows, you know, it just, yeah. Anyway, let's not go into it, because I'm kind of talking as a collective here. I need the book, though. What did I do with the book? Is the book staring at me? Okay. 20. Autumn, this message is for you, sweetie. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is a sweetness of surrender into another world. It's a time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world. Yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we are headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go, eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen, no matter how much you may want to or believe that you should. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan, and that includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. And this is one of those times. Okay, here's the poem. Then I'm going to be saying goodbye to all of you. Okay. But Autumn, this is for you, sweetie, and I'll catch up with you soon. With innocence, I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun, you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent, God's promised must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is slowly spent. Such patience born, with times in sight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savours fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love when it is right. Okay. Guys, I'm going. If you would like that reading, it's for this month, January, $25. I'm going to put it in the description box. If I don't, it'll be in future ones. Or it's in the video I've just done. Thank you for joining me again, if you've joined me again. Okay, it's been a long day channeling, so I'm going to go. Okay, Autumn, I'm not getting into this on here, darling. It's all good. Okay, I will, there's no judgment my end anyway, sweetie. It's all good. Okay, I will catch up with you all soon. So take care. Love you all too. Okay, and I'll catch up with you whenever. Okay, guys, much love. Bye for now.